And to the best of my knowledge, Joe was in a good place prior to his transition. A good place in his marriage, a good place in his life, coming out of his early beginnings when we grew up in a dunker. Which part Joe always used to be, when you walk come up Brighton Street, he most used to be the one where you, just like how you stand yourself, and you come straight up Brighton Street. I always listen up. Because we grew up in a cemetery, you know. That cemetery we grew up in now. So enough you of today don't even know that the house in which they currently live is part of somebody too. Because them just come. So we used to find pleasure from the simple things. And these are the things, this is the essence of my friend. You understand? And there's no greater love that a one can show than to lay down his life for his friend. And that is the kind of assurance I had. And the reciprocal is true. That, you see, if push ever come to shove, Joe had laid down his life for me, as I would for him. And there are a select few people that was in Joe's inner circle. You understand? You have someone like Tommy, Roddy, Norman Hurd, Lanford Peart, Stickman, Roy Kennedy, who come up here so and, you know, they're on the verge of tears and out to pass out because of the bonding that developed between Joe and him. And even most recently, you know, for come into the inner circle was Joe lawyer with him Richard Wright. See? So Joe had that inner circle and Joe cared for me. Right now, I have had some voicemail on my phone where, boom, my phone ring and I just pick it up and it cut off. And I call him back and I say, "What going on, Papa?" I said, "Why I'm not in it, accidental." And there are other voicemails where they put my phone and just say, "Why am I just check in to see what you're doing now?" Because in my field of employment, we out upon the hustle. And whenever I do some overtime, sometimes in some brutal temperatures, he will call me. I said, "Why, Papa, tonight if you get a little thing on the overtime, you know, you get it all in an environment where you can shield yourself from the temperatures." And he was doing that on a regular way, but I touch base with me, and he would touch base with Kennedy before he go in bed. Because he might talk to me and he say, "You what now? When we don't talk to you, you know, I'm going to show Kennedy to find out what's going on with you." And again, I have to go back to, in a Jamaica, them say, every town have a sit down for them own battle. And in 1977, Joe did make a little run by Cuba, you know, as part of an exchange program with the Brigadistas. And then go to Cuba to learn masonry. And upon his return to Jamaica, it was a turning point in Joe's life in becoming focused and committed. And he had challenges like we all did, you know. Him go to night school and I work with City Trading. Him go to night school at Kingston Tech. When Joe come a foreign in the 80s to his then wife Claudia, fine. Joe go to Brooklyn College, get a degree in accounting, get a BSc in accounting. And I can recall very vividly, you know, that over 2 years after Joe get that degree, Joe couldn't find a hustling. 2 years, you know, after getting an accounting degree at Brooklyn College, Joe couldn't pick up a hustling. And it was via the extended family and the sport of kings Joe used to go and eat like food. You see, all them brother Leslie, Peaches, I saw the love that keep him together. So, Joe, it's just a matter of just passing the time. And he was a good place in his life right now, in his marriage, in being a stay-at-home dad, and he enjoy tartan. Something that he didn't get to do with Stacy and Tamara, Tanisha, and with Tony Jr. But trust me, it was never out of sight, out of mind. It was never a case of not loving and caring and wanting to have done. But you can't make blood out of stone. But he would have expressed these things to me because he was always well-intentioned. And despite his position, Joe always look for help somebody. I love this man like how Jesus loved the little children. You hear me? A long time we had tango. Long time sleep in the same bed, be in the same bathroom, take when father Jeep, drive it, go down Prince Albert Street, lick it up against the wall. Them kind of thing that we used to go on. There was a virgin named Najir. Najir did their foreign and Najir got through some struggle. And Joe reached out to Najir to do as much as he could for as long as he could. See, Joe speak lovingly and affectionately of Chester. See, Joe did have some birds in a yard. One of them being clad. Fine? Regardless of how it was, Joe would make sure say a little thing periodically reach, because he understood that when the rain fall, it don't fall upon one man's house. So whatever he had, there was no reluctance on his part to share. Joe get a little hustling with Cornell University and did enjoy his tenure at Cornell University. But he decided to make a little move, because over a period like the wear and tear for travel from Pennsylvania to reach New York, it kind of started add up. And just to enable him to be even closer to home. So I want to thank you, those of you from Cornell who have come out to represent and to help to celebrate the memory of my dear friend. Joe Fraser. Love you like cook food. And a man really love cooking. As you blink, when you come amongst Joe, as you blink, Joe start rub up something in the kitchen. And it's two things Joe used to do as a rule of thumb. You say if you call Joe and Joe drive, Joe don't talk on his phone while driving. And he said, if you call Joe, and Joe need to dumpling and put together a little thing, say, you want no, I have a thing about it in the kitchen, So here I go on now. When we're done with that, I start and soon come from school, I have to do this and that. So you want to ensure, say, by the time she reach, see, she can get something steaming and come off of the fire. The man was in a good place, Sandy. And I want to thank you. You need a lovely little wash belly. Tartan, the things that you do right now, genetic. Because your father back in the day, he used to love swim, he used to do gymnastics, he used to do all the little things, And it was a joy for him to see some things that he used to do as a child now being manifested through wash belly. Tamara, Stacia, Tanisha, Tony Jr. It's one tree, Babsy. It's one tree, Sandy. It's one tree and many branches. And trust me, those of us who came to know Joe, he's a man in Jamaica, when I say, you give away your business and you do your thing through your ribs. Joe that do that for you. So, I want to encourage all of you. Fine? Like I say, it's one tree and many branches. Want to stick together and just go and perpetuate the love that is inherent. Because it's in our genetic makeup. On that note, may the good Lord bless and keep you, and make His face shine upon you, and give you peace this day.